1. Start.
So hi everyone, I am Manoj Khandelwal and welcome to Uncodemy, India's #1 IT training company. In today's video, I will discuss how to import text, CSV and Excel files in Pandas library using absolute and relative paths. So let's start this amazing video. So first of all, we have to import our Pandas library. So using this command, import pandas as pd, and we have to run this. So now using this command, I have imported pandas in my current environment. So now I can use from this time onwards, I can use all the functionality of pandas, all the functions of pandas. So to create a data frame, I'm using an object, data frame object called as df. So the name of the data frame is df. This is called as a data frame object, and inside pandas I'll get a method called as CSV, read underscore CSV. So pd dot read underscore CSV. So this is the method we can use to import text as well as CSV files. As I told you that I'll be importing using two methods. So what are those two methods? So the first method is importing files using absolute method. Absolute path method. So in this method, we'll be using or we'll be referring our raw data file using the absolute path. Absolute path is a path which starts from the root directory. So this is my first one, and at this point of time I'm importing text file. So importing text file. So because I have to use absolute path, so what I have to do is I have to copy my path. So my file is located at here. So this is the location of my file, and this one, importing data into pandas. This is the folder where my raw data file is placed. So this is the file I want to import. So I can copy its path. So I'm copying its path, and this is the path, but there is no file name. So I'll copy that file name also. So the name of the file is advertising underscore CSV. So I can copy the file name from properties itself. So this is how do we do, and append it here along with its extension .txt. So now this is done. So I will execute it, but I'm getting a very unique error here, and the error is syntax error, Unicode error. Unicode escape codec can't decode bytes in position 2 to 3, and this is happening because of this character, because this character is already used by Python as escape character or escape sequence character. So I will convert this into a raw file by appending R to this. Now I have executed this command, and this command is executed successfully. This statement is executed successfully. So I will check whether my data frame is imported correctly or not. So I will print only first file. So df file. So this is my data, but I don't think my data is imported correctly, because my data is having 4 columns and 5 rows, but here I can see there is only 1 column. We can verify this using shape attribute. So it is telling me there are 200 rows but only one column. But as I can see here, there is not one column, there are multiple columns. So first column is TV, then radio, then newspaper, then sales. So we have to change, we have to use one more argument or one more option into read underscore CSV. But we have to see why this is happening. This is happening because in this file the delimiter, as I can see, the delimiter is not CSV. The delimiter is not comma. CSV means comma separated value file. So by default the separator or the delimiter in CSV file is always comma, but here the delimiter is semicolon. So I have to tell my read underscore CSV method that my delimiter is changed, and this can be done using this option sep equals to, we have to specify what is our delimiter, means what character we are using as delimiter, and that is semicolon. So I am reading this file again using this option, and I am executing this, and I want to verify again. So now you can see, now my data is imported correctly because it is showing there are 4 columns, and we can verify using the shape attribute also. Now the data frame is having 200 rows and 4 columns. So this is how do we import a text file using absolute path method. Now I will import the same file using relative method. So why we call it as absolute path? Because we are starting our path, we are including in our path the root directory. My path is starting from C drive, which is the root directory. If I don't specify the root directory, then that path is called as relative path. So I'll be using a relative path now. So importing file, or say importing text file, okay. So now I will import the same file using relative path. So I'll copy this code and I have to change the path. I have to change this character. I'm not looking for row string, and I have to erase this only, because in the relative path we have to specify only the name of the file. But we can use a relative path only when my file is uploaded into my current working directory. As you can see, my file is already placed in my current working directory, so I can use it. So df, and I want to print first 5 rows. So as you can see, I have successfully imported the text file using the second method, that is a relative path. And why we call it as a relative path? Because this path is not starting with the root directory. In this path I have just specified the name of the file only. So this is how do we import text file using absolute and relative path. Now I will import a CSV file using same 2 methods. So importing CSV file, using absolute path method, and I'll copy paste this whole code. And because now I will refer to different file. The name of the file is advertising_csv, and also the extension is different, .csv. Now we don't have to use this separator. because this file will be having comma as the default separator. We can verify it. So this is my CSV file. As you can see, this is in the form of a table, and the delimiter, you can check the delimiter here, delimiter is comma. So there is no need to use SCP option, and we can print first file. So the same data was in advertising_CSV file, and we have successfully imported it. Now we'll be using the second method to import the same file. So importing CSV file using relative path. Again we have to copy this code snippet, and because it's a relative path, so there is no need to specify the whole path. Only file name is required along with its extension. And as you can see, I'm getting my data frame, and data frame is having the same, means exact data the file was having. So I have successfully imported CSV file using my second method, relative path method. Now I will import Excel file also using both two methods. So importing Excel file using absolute path method, and just copy and paste this one. And we have to change this. This is my Excel file, this is my CSV file. Again, this is my CSV file. So right now I'll be importing Excel file, so I have to change my method from read_CSV to read_Excel. So I'll be using read_Excel method, and I have to change the extension and the name of the file also. So the name of the file is advertising_excel.csv, .xls. I have to check whether it's XLS or XLSX. So let me go to the location, and this is my file. So just go here, show more, go to properties. So you can check the extension is .xlsx, right? So I'll specify XLSX, and again I'll execute this code snippet. So you can see, using absolute path method I have successfully imported my Excel file also, and I will import this file again using my second method, which is relative path method. So importing Excel file using relative path, and we have to import this, means we have to copy this code snippet and paste it here. So because it's a relative path, so no need to specify the whole path, only file name is required in this case, and we have to execute this command. So now you can see that using the second path also I have successfully imported my files. So this is all about this video. So in this video we have learned how to import text, CSV and Excel files using absolute as well as relative path. Thank you.
For free career counseling or demo sessions, call or WhatsApp on this number